So hi there, in this video I hope to teach you guys everything a beginning ukulelist should know about how to play ukulele. This includes holding it, tuning it, playing chords and understanding where chords come from, and some other fundamental things like strumming. So let's get started. Now at this point I'm assuming you already own a ukulele, but if you don't, make sure to pick up either a loljk, Luna, Ibanez, or a Cordoba. All those are really solid brands I recommend. If you don't want to pick those, fine, I'm just saying those are some pretty legit brands. Anyway, let me start off by saying that by memorizing a few simple chords on this ukulele, you can basically know most of them. Similar to how if you can count to 10, you get the gist of how to count to 100. Here's my ukulele. Her name is Mango. She is new. She's not Lily. She's a lot sexier. So the first chord we're going to be doing is open C major, which is the 3rd fret of the A string needs to be fretted here. Boom. Easy chord right there. Now what you want to do is fret it with your pinky. Slide that up, whoop, whoop, 2 frets so that you're fretting the 5th fret, and then use your first finger to bar all of the 2nd fret. You're basically sliding this chord down, shortening the strings. That's a D. Slide it down 2 more, E, slide it down 1 more, F, and it keeps going like that, and that's how easy it is to memorize these extra chords. Yes, it's a little bit difficult at first to get these bars down because you have to cover every single string with this one finger, but keep practicing, it'll be easier. If you're wondering why it only took 1 to go from E to F, just look at the keys of a piano and you can tell if there's actually like black keys or the sharps and flats. Okay, so now that you understand that, the next chord is going to be an open F chord, which is the 2nd fret of the G string and the 1st fret of the E string. Sounds like that. Now what you want to do is slide that up to the 2nd fret, basically using these fingers to fret and this one to bar. That's G. Slide it up again 2 more. That's A. Slide it up again 2 more. That's B. Next up is open D major. To do this one, you want to fret the G, C, and E strings at the 2nd fret. A lot of people like to use all their fingers for that for some reason. I usually use my 1st or 2nd to bar, making sure to lift up near the end so it doesn't actually fret that A string. Now the next chord is actually really hard. You want to slide that up 2 frets, bar the whole 2nd fret, and then use your ring finger to cover the G, C, and E string at the 4th fret. It's a little annoying and it's going to take a lot of practice, but believe me, that's a pretty cool chord, so make sure you memorize that one. Next up, open A. A is the 2nd fret of the G string and the 1st fret of the C string. Sounds like that. Slide it up 1 fret by barring with your 1st finger, only on the 1st fret, and doing the same form with the other 2 fingers. You have B flat. Move up again, B, move up again, C, C sharp, D, and it continues on like that. Okay, those are basically most of the major chords that you'll need to know, but now we have a lot of minor chords. First up is A minor, very easy. 2nd fret of the G string, A minor. Slide that up 2 frets, B minor. Slide it up 1 more, C minor. And it gets easier from then on out. Next up is D minor, which is basically an F, which is the 2nd fret of the G string and the 1st fret of the E string, with the little ring finger here on the 2nd fret of the C string. Sounds like that. Slide that up 2 frets, whoop, using all your fingers here. That's E minor. And then just keep on going. F minor, it doesn't stop. The rest of the minor chords are basically ones that you need to memorize whenever you approach them in a different song. So for instance, just G minor, you'll see it come up randomly. Just memorize that chord. There isn't actually any form you can do for that. A lot of people ask me, Evan, how do you tune your ukulele? Well, I don't tune it by normal means. I have an iPhone app called Guitar Toolkit. It cost me 10 bucks, but it's the best app I've ever bought. What it actually is a ukulele as well as other instrument tuner. You just play the note and it'll tell you how close you are to the actual note. That way you can get precise tuning. It also doubles as an incredibly extensive chord library, so it'll tell you every chord and every way to play that chord, and a metronome. So it's very useful. That's what I use. I'd recommend that. But if you don't have a fancy iPhone, you can go buy an electronic tuner at a store for probably like 20 bucks or something for just the tuner. If you're old school, go to get-tuned.com, and I think you can hear piano. Go to piano, hit the note, try and line it up, do it by ear. Some people have trouble holding their ukulele, so just to verify for those people, you want to cup the neck with your left hand, and then using your right forearm or dominant forearm, put pressure against it on your chest so that way you can hold it in place, and then you should be able to move freely about. Also, the key place to strum, especially with a soprano or concert, is in between the body and the neck, right at this sweet spot right here. Strumming. Strumming seems to be the most difficult thing for people with ukulele, so that's going to be the thing I'm going to talk about right now. I use my middle finger to go down and my thumb to go up, but most people seem to be using their pointer finger. I am a nonconformist. And it sounds like this. That strumming pattern right there is one of the ones that I use. I'll tell you that. That's down, down, up, down, up. In my opinion, it makes it easier to transition between different chords quickly. Once you get a little bit better at strumming, try dead strumming, where you lift your fretting hand a little bit, deadening all the strings, so it gives it more of a rhythmic sound, like this. like I said, that's kind of difficult, so don't actually do that as soon as you're starting unless for some reason you're all pro or something. When you're starting to sing and strum at the same time, you're going to have some errors unless you've played another instrument. So what I like to do is just strum with my hand without actually fretting anything and try and sing the words, because that way you're only focusing on your right hand and your brain and not all the chords with your left. Eventually you can add the chords and then you'll be better at it. As everybody's probably already told you, the best way to get better at ukulele is to keep playing and learn different songs. I'd highly recommend playing Alex Day's Candy Floss for an easy song. It's only 4 chords. It's very pretty. I have a tutorial on how to play that right here. I'd recommend it. It's very easy. And then eventually you can probably play songs like Island in the Sun by Weezer, Hey Soul Sister. That one uses an E though, that hard chord, so that one takes a little practice. But if you hear a song you like, try and look up the ukulele chords for it. You'll probably learn new chords, which makes your chord library in your head get bigger. You get better at playing ukulele as a whole. Eventually you'll probably be able to play songs like Chemical Love by Charlie McDonald, which uses incredibly quick transitions. Anyway, good luck with your ukulele ventures. If you're still having problems, check out ukulelehunt.com for more help. No, I'm not sponsored by them, nor do I work for them. They just were really helpful to me, so I'm trying to spread the loving around. So if you're a dude, have fun getting them chicks, and if you're a chick, give me a call. Thanks for watching, and I'll post another tutorial soon. See ya.